you?
Good. Fantastic.
So good.
How are you?
So good. Just ripped my jacket on the back.
Oh, no. Well, no more weights, man.
No more roids.
No more
Steroids. Steroids are bad, kids. Stay away.
Don't do drugs.
Huh?
How's Comic-Con so far? It's your third time.
I feel like a veteran. I feel like I've been to Nam like 3 times. It's good. You know, it's Comic-Con is the best. You know, it's always great. You know, I'm a fan of some of these shows. You know, I'm a genre fan myself, so it's cool coming here and being amongst it and seeing genre fans and particularly Once fans are very unique and very passionate group of people, and that's the kind of fans you want.
If you were to cosplay as somebody, who would you dress up as?
Herschel from The Walking Dead. That's what I'm into right now. I mean, The Walking Dead, I think apart from Once Upon a Time, I think it's probably one of the best shows on television. So probably Herschel. He's my favorite character.
With the ponytail?
Yeah, he's just the best. And I saw the whole cast. We were on the TV Guide boat. I saw the whole cast come up. I took a picture with the entire cast. I totally fangirled out on all of them. So that was pretty cool. It's been the highlight so far for me.
So what can we expect from the Prince this year? Will it be more action here? Will it be more negotiating here?
I think a bit of everything. Definitely a lot of action. There's been a lot of action so far. We're all on this boat. We're all going to Neverland together. We have, heroes. We have villains. We have a pirate. We have a savior. And all these characters live their life, with a different code, a different set of rules. So it's definitely going to be explosive. It's definitely going to be dynamic. It's definitely, there's definitely going to be some fists that fly for sure.
What is your character's obsession with wearing the holster and the gun?
Well, I think there's this whole idea that he wanted to get back. He wanted to get back to Fairy Tale Land, and of course he couldn't wear a sword. A sword was of no use in Storybrooke. Although I think he probably could have found some uses for it, but I think it just gave him something. Something he wants to get back to himself. And I think that's an important thing, particularly for Charming this season, season 3, is that moving forward with the character. Season 1, we started out to where he didn't know who he was. All these characters didn't know who they were. The second season, the curse is broken. They find out who they are. And the curse is broken, so then they have this duality. He gives this speech where we are both. And now I think this season is going to it's about him moving forward and getting back to his pure self. All of these characters getting back to who they truly are. And I think in moments of great turmoil and great chaos, and I think this is certainly one of those moments. I think this is where Charming really gets back to himself, and he has these moments of clarity where he really knows how to go forward. And I think there's definitely going to be some things that affect him in this first half of the season that it's going to be difficult for him he's going to have to try really hard to stay on that path of clarity.
Do you think that Charming was a good sheriff, and what do you think he learned from that?
No, I don't think he was a good sheriff. I think he made lots of mistakes. I think he makes mistakes all the time. I think he's super impulsive. I think he kind of runs into situations. I think he always he has a good heart. He has a really good heart, and he has a great moral code, but I think sometimes he can get really hot-headed, and I think that can get him into trouble sometimes when he doesn't stand back and think about it for a second. I think he did some good things, and I think he did some rash things. I think he probably could have done more. I think he did the best that he could in the situation.
Kind of building off of that, how do you think that's going to play into how he reacts in Neverland?
Neverland's a new world to him. I think he's certainly never been, as far as I know. I mean, that could change. Anything can happen in the show. But as far as I know, he's never been. He's aware of the land. He's aware of some of these characters that live in this place. So I think it's going to, with all these characters, it's really their true colors are going to come out and shine for sure.
Since you can't say much about where things are going and stuff like that, could you give us some fake spoilers for your character?
He grows wings, and he can shoot lightning bolts out of his hands.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Never would have thought that would have happened in Neverland.
Yeah, ever.
One of the biggest dilemmas that your character was arguing with Snow was, well, why are we not moving back to the Enchanted Forest? And she was like, why would we ever want to go back there when our family's here? We can't take them back there. It's dangerous. There's magic. People just die.
Yeah, right.
How important is that argument in the season?
I think we kind of came to a mutual kind of understanding by the end of last season that, Fairy Tale Land was the place for us. And I think it is the place for us, even though it is very different from when we left it. It's not the same. It's desolate. It's a destroyed land. And I think, who knows? I think, eventually, I don't know. I really don't know if they'll ever go back. I think for Charming, it's important that they go back. It's important for him. I think he wants to go back. But who knows? Maybe they create a new life in a new realm somewhere, or who knows? I have no idea.
Because this was Family Robinson in
in Neverland. Yeah, exactly. Living in the trees. That'd be kind of cool.
It work.
It's warm. It's tropical.
Disney owns it.
Disney owns it.
That's a good point.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, by that method, we could have Iron Man showing up too. So.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I would put it past him. What is it hard because Disney has made this character so familiar? We saw in the teaser trailer. We knew it was Little Mermaid because she grabbed a fork, which is a wholly Disney. Is it hard separating the myth from what Disney has created? Is it weird swimming in that gray area?
No, I think that's what's fun about it. I think that's what's great about taking all these characters and kind of spinning them on their heads and showing you different sides of all these characters, and not just doing strictly the Disney version or strictly the Once Upon a Time version or strictly, whatever version is out there. I think it's great that we kind of created our own mashup. Thanks, guys.